What's going on, y'all? It's your boy JustoT, and I am back here with another AITAH asshole. Today we have 3 subjects that would be touched upon. Oh man, I shouldn't have said touch with one of the subjects, but we have 2 that are, well, actually, they're all family issues. You have one where a father has to decide to protect his daughter by kicking out her husband. You'll see the reason why after. Also, we have another one where a wife doesn't quit her job when her husband asks, but once they divorce, she does. The other one I am not saying right now. You will see it in just a little bit. If you're a returning viewer but not a subscriber, I hope you subscribe to the channel. Let's go ahead and begin. All right. First, am I the asshole for refusing to give my brother a character letter to help his court trial? It says trail, but I'm pretty sure it's trial. After what he did to a daughter's friend. Hey everyone, I am 28-year-old woman, have a brother who is 31, who is looking at serving time in prison for intimate relations with a minor, 14 years old, who is one of my daughter's friends. This has been going on for months, as evidence states, and we only found out a few weeks ago. I can already tell that you are not the asshole. I don't even feel like I need to read the rest of this. Anyways, when I found out about this, I had a discussion with my friend and apologized for what happened, but understandably, she wants space. I have also cut off my brother, as this whole situation is just disgusting to me. My parents, however, have stayed by his side and are trying to say that the only reason he did what he did is because he has he has autism and didn't know what he was doing was wrong, despite them being shown text messages where he states himself that what he was doing was bad and he could be sent to prison for it. I feel like this is cut and dry, like it's not really paragraphs, but 3 statements in. However, after they spoke to my brother's lawyer, he stated that he could each write up a character that we could each write up a character letter to be presented for him in court so the judge can have better understanding of who he is beside the incident, but I refuse because I don't think he deserves it. I'm currently 6 months pregnant and I don't want my daughter to be around grown up with be around or growing up with a man like my brother. I've spoken to my husband about this for another opinion and he agrees with me not submitting a character letter, but we are thinking about talking to the children that my brother was around in the family just to make sure he hasn't done anything to them. My mother is dying and she says that she doesn't want to pass while her son is serving time in prison for something, in her words, that wasn't that bad. Both her and my father are pressuring me. I almost fucked up on my own that time. Pressuring me to do this, and seeing them so upset is hard for me, but whenever I even think about doing it, it makes me sick. I just wanted to ask everyone else's opinion on what I should do. Me and my brother were extremely close up until this point, which I think is making this harder for me. Should I cut out my parents too? Should I make the letter? Well, your original question was, am I the asshole for refusing to give my brother or whatever? I don't think you're the asshole for refusing to give your brother a character letter because, you know, that's your word, and he literally did what he did with someone who was half his age. So, no, you're not the asshole for that. I don't think you should cut your parents out because if your mother is dying, that is an incident that you do not want to miss. You do not want to lose any time up until the point that she dies, so you don't want to do that. Afterwards, if you want to cut ties with your pops, then cut ties with your pops, but I don't think you should cut your parents out, especially because of the situation that you're in currently. You're also 6 months pregnant, so you would hope that your mother makes it to where you have that kid. I don't know if this is your first kid now that I think about it, but yeah, you would want your mother to see your kid before she passes on. So no, you shouldn't cut your parents out, and you also should not make that letter. So yeah, I don't think you're the asshole in this situation. Autism, my ass. Autistic people are fucking generally smarter than this. I can't think of an autistic person I know who has done this, but I could be wrong. So let me stop talking about it then. The second one we have today is, am I the asshole for kicking out my daughter's husband despite her begging me not to? My daughter, 22, and husband, 23, have been living with us for almost a year now from the beginning of their marriage. They were new college graduates, so it was supposed to be temporary, giving them a few years to establish their careers. Ever since he started living with us, I started to realize how awful he is towards her. She always tells me not to intervene, but because it's not my business. But tonight, I had no choice but to intervene. It's normally just name calling and ultimatums, but it had escalated to him throwing things. Oh yeah, nah. fuck out of here. They were arguing upstairs like they often do, and the next thing I knew, he grabbed an empty vase and threw it at her direction, but missed. I then told him to get out. My daughter tried to intervene, begging me to not do that, but I had no choice. Now she is angry with me because I made her husband homeless. So is he the asshole for kicking out his daughter's husband despite her begging him not to? Fuck no. One, it's your house. Two, it's your daughter. There's not a man alive who's gonna sit here. Well, shit, I ain't gonna say that. But a good man who loves his daughter will not let her husband do whatever he wants to her. Whether it is the name calling that he said or the ultimatums, whatever it is, throwing a vase is going too far. Get the fuck out the house. And honestly, if my daughter was that fucking mad at me for sticking up for her, talking about it's not her business, that's some abusive shit. One, I'm gonna do it again if I ever see it again. And then, depending on how old this guy is, I'm gonna start taking boxing lessons so I can beat his ass if I ever have to. So, yeah, nah, it could get much worse from here. I would kick the daughter out too. You wanna deal with this bullshit? You got one more time for me to see this shit before you just go deal with it on your own. Don't come to me with no black eyes. I'm saying that from a person who does not have a daughter, so I feel strongly that I would not allow my daughter to go through some shit like this. But yeah, that's really all I can say about that. Let's go ahead and move on to our third one. But if you're enjoying anything that you see or any of the topics that you see, all these are two fucking fucked up topics for real. I hope you liked the video and I hope you subscribe to the channel. Let's move on to the third one. And the last one we have for today is, am I the asshole for quitting my job only after my divorce, even though my ex wanted me to do it beforehand? Wowzers here. I said wowzers. What's wrong with me? Throwaway account because my ex will see this post. I told him I'd ask for opinions. I'll keep it short, I hope. My ex and I were married from 2013 to 2022. And we have 3 beautiful children, ages 5, 4, and 2. I was getting busy for a little 3-year stretch. Cream pies galore. Anyways, he owns his own company and makes a decent living. He always wanted me to quit my job even before we had kids, though I didn't understand why at the time. Understandable. I don't know what the finances were like, but let's see if she explains that. He believed he made enough money for us, so I didn't need to work. After we had children, he became more vocal about his opinion. However, I didn't want to quit because I loved my job and I enjoyed the balance of both of us working and then coming home to each other as a family. Our marriage deteriorated after our 3rd baby and we eventually separated and got divorced. Did it deteriorate because of you working? Like, let's see. Now things are different. I don't have him anymore and I'm all alone with no family. He has a lot of help from his mother and is now living with his girlfriend. Damn, whatever. When I have the children, it's just me, and honestly, I found it impossible to juggle both parenting and working full time. So I quit my job last month because I started to feel burned out. I had the majority of custody until the kids are older, and it was too hard to maintain my job. I miss working, but I feel much better now. My ex-husband didn't say anything at first, but yesterday when he came to pick up the kids, he exploded, accusing me of waiting until after the divorce to do what he had begged me to do while we were married. I started crying and told him the truth, that when we were married, I had his support, but now I am on my own, which is why I had to quit. It wasn't to spite him, but because I couldn't handle both on my own. I regret that the argument happened in front of our children and his girlfriend. Oh my goodness. We've never fought in front of the kids or spoken badly about each other before. But now he thinks I'm the villain, saying I broke up our family in his heart. And then he left. I feel like shit. Sorry to make this edit. I wrote this a week ago, but haven't had the guts to post. So this all happened a week ago. I gotta stop doing this, bro, every fucking time. Am I the asshole for quitting my job? Man, there are details missing. So it's hard to be like, you are not the asshole, because all right, he does say he feels like he made enough from his company to support the whole family. So what was your reason besides you loved your job? Like, what made you love your job? I guess that type of detail is needed. Like, did you love not being in the house all day? Or I don't know, you never even tried it seems. Or maybe, I don't know, there's some details missing. So it's inconclusive for me, in my opinion, but it's inconclusive because I had to automatically go with, you are not the asshole. So yeah, damn, I be wanting the asshole in one of these videos, bro. It just don't work out like that. All right, and that's all the time we have today. It really isn't. But I'm trying to keep this short and sweet with 3 of them. So we did our 3 Am I the Assholes today. I hope you comment and let me know if you feel like any of these people were the asshole. Enjoy your day. And if you did enjoy the video, I hope you liked the video and I hope you subscribe to the channel. See ya.